Hello my lovelies! First of all, let me apologize for bringing this roundup video so late in the month for you. I was experiencing winter blues last month and didn't watch any new BLs. I was rewatching my firm favorites Blooming, Love Mechanics and To My Star on repeat. So I'm really sorry that I'm so late in making this recap video. I will make sure to bring this video latest by the second week of every month from now on. So let's start with today's video. We have 11 BLs to get through, so let's talk about them one by one. I'm going to wholeheartedly speak my mind here, and I'm sorry if the fans of other BL series on this list get offended. But for me, Love for Love's Sake was the number one BL of February. It had such a fresh concept, and just when you were thinking that this is just a fun high school romance, they hit you in the face with a harsh and melancholic true-to-life reality of a depressed 29-year-old man. I love that you can interpret the whole show in so many different ways. You can make your own theories, you can create your own epilogue. It's one of those shows that will stay in your mind for some time after finishing it. The main couple absolutely nailed their parts and their chemistry was amazing. But I fell in love with Sang-won. He was my favorite character of the show. Overall, I would urge everyone to give this show a chance because it is truly amazing. I will give it a 10 out of 10. Sahara Sensei and Toki-kun was an okay series for me. I love Toki and his antics, but I didn't care for romance between Sahara and Toki. I do not think they had any chemistry. I was actually rooting for Sahara and his high school crush. It was an easygoing series and it had its funny moments, but I just didn't get any feels watching Sahara and Toki together. I was involved in seeing Toki go from a delinquent to a sincere student, but other than that, this series kinda fell flat for me. So I will give it a 6.5 out of 10. I know people didn't really enjoy watching Night Dream the series, but I liked it. The actors were cute and they had good chemistry. I want to see them in more series together. The makeout scene in the hotel room was hot and I wish they included more skinship scenes in the show because that would have made the series more interesting. I also wanted the show to have at least 8 episodes because they ended the show as soon as the couple got together. We went through at least 4 episodes of dilly-dallying to be left with a lukewarm resolution. I like the fact that they didn't make the female lead a stereotypical villain. Overall, this series is a one-time watch but with a lot of room for improvement. I would give it a 7 out of 10. I gave this BL too many chances and it failed me every single time. This BL had a unique storyline and I think I would have enjoyed it if it was shorter and if some other actor apart from Atom had played the lead role in it. The pacing of this show was way too slow. It definitely didn't need to be 12 episodes long. 7 to 8 episodes were more than enough to convey the story. They kept dragging the scenes and kept trying to make the show theatrical, which made it so boring and snooze-inducing for me. The lead actor Atom, who played the role of Sunshine, is the biggest overactor of 2024 so far. He was doing too much with his loud voice and big hand gestures as if he was performing a skit. He was giving me anxiety and to no fault of his own, his character was badly written as well. He was unlikable, entitled, selfish and narcissistic, and I'm pretty sure they gave him a character development, but I didn't watch the show for long enough and got tired of waiting for a positive character arc for him. The production quality was poor and overall I didn't enjoy this show, so I will give it a 3 out of 10. First of all, I want to congratulate the production company for daring to bring Omegaverse to life and showing us how Omegaverse could work in a BL series. Talking about the positives, the production value was really good. It's clear they put a lot of money into the show and everything from the costumes to the sets looked expensive and impressive. Powell absolutely nailed his role as Babe and it felt like the role was made for him. Scilab and Pond's chemistry was amazing and I was so interested in their story even though the progression was a little slow. Supernaut has improved so much since Oxygen the series and he keeps getting better and better. His on-screen presence is amazing and he completely embodied the role of Wei in the series. Now talking about the downsides. I didn't like the fact that they advertised so many CPs and virtually none of them got any screen time in the series. I was so invested in Kenta and Pete's backstory, but they dropped it completely after teasing the audience with that accidental kiss and that emotional confrontation. Kim and Kenta were advertised but had no screen time in the show. It's disappointing because I was looking forward to seeing the other storylines develop apart from the main couple. Talking about the main couple, Babe and Charlie, they have a massive gap in their acting abilities and it showed on screen. Their NC scenes barely had any NC in them and they were boring and yawn-worthy. At this point, it has become a ploy for these companies to attract audience with the word uncut version. Trust me, there is no difference between cut and uncut. It's all dull and lackluster like the chemistry of the main couple. Overall, this show had great potential and I did enjoy it, but I was also let down by a lot of things, so I will give it a 6.5 out of 10. For him is not for me because what the hell is even this show? Hello producers, wake up. We are not in 2018 anymore. We are in 2024. Please get your head out of the hole that you're stuck in and look at how much the BL industry has evolved over the years. Let me tell you, the blonde-haired guy needs to work on his acting skills immediately because he sucked really bad as him in the series. The guy who plays Neil is quite good and I would like to see him with someone else in other dramas. I was very triggered by the girl squad in the series. So many talented actresses doing these kind of cringy roles just to appear in a series and get some screen time. I really wish that the screenwriters give these ladies substantial roles instead of the silly roles they got in for him. Him's mood swings were giving me whiplash and his character was very strange and absurd. People are hyping up the NC scenes of this drama, but I personally didn't care for them. Mostly because him was expressionless the entire time and I hate NC scenes which have loud music over them and the music isn't even good. So I will give this shitty BL a 3 out of 10. Cooking Crush was a sweet little drama and I enjoyed watching it. The show wasn't pretending to be something more than it was and I appreciate the simplicity with which it was produced. The conflicts weren't major and it was a wholesome, soothing drama. The trio of Prem, Samsi and Dynamite was so adorable and funny and so wholesome. Their friendship felt authentic and it helps that all of the three of these people are amazing actors. I do feel like Gunn is such a talented actor that GMM TV till now hasn't been able to do justice to his talent, and they repeated the same pattern in Cooking Crush. There wasn't a whole lot of scope to portray a range of emotions in Gunn's character, but he absolutely devoured whatever little character arc he was given. Off was alright as he is in all of his dramas, neither best nor worse. Fire and Dynamite's story stole my heart though, and I would love to see them together in another show. Overall, this was a good show and I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. Saint really came through with this one. He ate. No, he devoured. No, he literally polished off the entire Thai BL industry with this one. Let's take a minute to appreciate the production quality here. I can't imagine the amount of money that would have gone into creating the kind of VFX and CGI we got in this show. They were so well done. The cinematography was giving movie feel and every episode felt like a cinematic experience rather than just an episode of a series. I will be honest with you, I didn't care too much into detail about the crime cases and the drug trafficking ring that the Mantri was the boss of, but I still enjoyed watching Than and Paya trying to solve these cases together. All the actors were perfectly casted for their roles and really liked Billy and Babe's chemistry in the series. I knew Billy is a good actor, but Babe surprised me with his talent and acting skills. I can watch literally anything with Billy and Babe in it because they will always serve with their acting, chemistry and sizzling heat that they bring to the screen. Some of the action sequences were too long and drawn out for me, so I will reduce 1 mark for that, but other than that it was a perfect show, so I will give it a 9 out of 10. Playboy the series has a lot of haters and I would be one too if I took this show too literally. For me, this show was just 14 episodes of pure comedy with some sensitive moments. This show was promoted for its NC scenes, but the NC scenes made me laugh hysterically. They were a big joke. The friend group were all narcissistic brats, and the actors who played them were really bad at acting. But the guys who played their partners were mostly good except for the pizza delivery guy. They really messed up with the whole missing person mystery plotline because there was so much going on that the missing person's case became an afterthought rather than the main focus of the series. Overall, this was an entertaining show if I unlocked my brain, stored it in the freezer and then watched it. For this dirty comedy, I will give it a 5 out of 10. Don't blink when you watch Happy Ending the series because you most definitely will miss the entire show if you blink even once while watching it. Honestly, what the hell is going on, Strongberry? Is this some kind of a sick joke or a taunt? Why are you playing with our feelings, bro? You give us 2 actors who can act, you give us heart-fluttering chemistry and just tease us with a plot that could inspire a whole 12-episode series. Why? I don't understand why Strongberry gave us a 15-minute series, and that too with my favorite actor from Choco Milkshake. This feels like a massive disservice to him and his talent. For this mishap, I will give the show a 5 out of 10. I have waited to see My Lapo's Manswang for so long and it did not disappoint one bit. It was so good. Even though Mile Apo were not an official couple in the series, the chemistry between them was so palpable. I loved watching them together on screen after Kin Porsche. Apo really proved himself as an actor in this one. He completely immersed himself into the character of Kim and he looked majestic wearing the traditional costume of dancers during that time. It was mesmerizing to watch him perform. The plot was okay. I didn't care as much for the plot as I cared for interactions between Kim and Chakra, and the beautiful sets, costumes, jewelry and performances. Overall, it was a good movie and I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. So these were my ratings for all the BLs ending in February. Let me know your ratings for each of these shows in the comments below and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye!